lost this week, Jimmy O'Farrell, or known by the boxing people and by his kids that he trained, Jimmy O. Jimmy O was one of those people that in New York City, in all the different boroughs across the country, there's many people like him sprinkled around, dozens of them. Although the common person, the regular person, would not know that they exist. They are coaches, but they are so much more than just coaches. They are motivators, they are mentors, they are father figures, they are advisors, they are teachers. And Jimmy O was one of the finest. He saved many a young man. Jimmy O, we will miss you, and keep an eye on our kids, please.
Well said, Teddy. And to start off this 8th round, the moment that Vlasov was looking for.
Hey, walk to me, hands up. Ducks.
So a knockdown scored here, 30 seconds in to round 8. Right hand by Chilemba. Vlasov, a right hand. Now he tries to chase him down. He's coming hard, headhunting. Chilemba answers, returning fire. And another right hand puts him down for the 2nd time in this round.
5, 6, 7, 8. Walk to me. Come here. You ready to go?
A lot of time left, and it's almost as though Vlasov knew he was going into territory after this round that he'd never been in, where he would go past the 8th, where he had no idea if he could handle it, and he stepped it up, and he landed the punch he wanted to land, a right hand.
We're using the unified rules, so there's no 3 knockdown rule. There is no 3 knockdown rule.
Chilemba in not good condition, but he's showing plenty of heart, and he's trying to fall in close where he can smother Vlasov, not give him room to finish him. It's the right hand that has been the difference maker in this round for Vlasov.
Chilemba stood up to another thudding right hand moments ago, blood streaming from his nose.
See, the instincts, a lot of people that aren't in this business would say, get away from what hurts you. No, no, no. Chilemba wants to get close to what hurt him so he can smother, he can grab, and he can survive.
Keep in mind, Teddy's scorecard going into this round, Chilemba up 68-65. So a big turnaround comeback for Vlasov here. Could he finish it?
And could he have missed the boat by not finishing him? And if he did miss the boat, and it's not over yet, he missed it in my mind because he didn't go to the body. He went to the head, but when he had Chilemba hurt, he should have went downstairs. When you go downstairs, Joe, you got a guy hurt, you freeze him a little bit. And then you go back upstairs. Vlasov did not do that. Let's see if he pays a big price for that.
Chilemba's gone the last 2 minutes and 30 seconds surviving the attack from Vlasov. 5 seconds away from getting through this round. And mounting a bit of a comeback in the final seconds.
Oh, yes.
How about that by Chilemba?
Now we're going to get Vlasov really tested. I didn't like the body language I just saw of Vlasov going back to that corner.
So what could have been a 10-7 round perhaps isn't, Teddy.
I make it a 10-8 round. I agree with you, Joe, because of the way Chilemba came back. Look in that corner. Vlasov looks like the guy that was dropped that round. That's interesting.
This is round 9. You put 9 in jail.
Let's show you the first knockdown scored by Vlasov.
The right hand over the jab. Now, we talked about that 3-4 rounds ago. Good way to take away a guy's jab. Right hand's over it. There it is, perfectly timed. The jab was coming from too close by Chilemba, and Vlasov landed the right. Now, the second knockdown. What Vlasov is doing well here, he's keeping distance, and he finishes with the right hand again. But what he did was he moved his feet, he kept a little distance, he didn't allow Chilemba to tie him up, and he was able to score another punch.